Phil Spencer, this is what a fan looks like. Maybe a slightly overweight fan, but a fan. A guy who flew all the way from Orlando, Florida to Los Angeles, California on his own dime to go to FanFest and be blown away by the most powerful console ever. And I pre-ordered it, and I got my Scorpio edition coming, and it's coming in the mail Tuesday from Best Buy. I am so excited. I cannot wait to play this thing. Even though I'm not going to pick it up at the midnight launch, I'm going to the Microsoft store. I'm going to play the Halo 5 tournament. I'm going to play the Forza 7 tournament. I'm going to try to get the little goodie bags that y'all give away. I'm going to have a good old time. Me and my wife are going to have a blast. Then I'm going to go home, get up, go to work. But hopefully when I come home from work, that Xbox One X is sitting on my front door, ready to be plugged in with that Project Scorpio 2 terabyte external hard drive that you so generously gave me at Xbox Fan Fest, already preloaded with Halo 5 in 4K, and Gears of War 4 in 4K, and Titanfall 2 in 4K, and Killer Instinct in 4K, and Recore in 4K, and I'm so excited to take that really expensive TV on the wall and just get my mind blowed up. I'm really excited. I'm not kidding you. But I have a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm going to show you why. Over here, let's take a quick look right there. You see what that is, Phil? That is the original Xbox 360 that you sold me. And when I say original Xbox 360, I don't mean the original Xbox 360. I mean the first one you guys bought me. The one that I waited in line for 14 hours at Walmart to get with my then girlfriend. Now she's my wife. And it broke. I got the red ring of death, I want to say 2 months afterwards. I sent it off for repair, and y'all sent me back a broken-ass, crusty, chocolate-smeared one that looked and smelled like diarrhea. I had to take a pair of pliers and Q-tips and toothpicks to get out all these little chocolate smears that you put in the vents on the top. And guess what happened 3 months after you gave me the second Xbox? It broke again. And I said, screw you guys. I'm not an Xbox 360 fanboy anymore. And I became the biggest Sony pony this side of the Mississippi. Okay? However, I want to tell you something. When Gears of War 3 came out, my lovely fiancé now picked me up the Xbox 360 Elite. And it works to this day. It's sitting over there right now. I use it as my primary streaming device for Twitch, not Mixer, because for some reason you guys don't want to put a Mixer app on the Xbox 360, but that's okay, I think. Right? And it works perfectly. Now, the Xbox One came out, Don Matrix a piece of crap, but you fired his ass, or he left to Zynga and eventually got fired or whatever. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably got the biggest golden parachute. He's probably throwing money at the wall just to see how big the pile can be before he does like a slip and slide into it, because he's like filthy rich after tanking your company. And I say your company because you're kind of the guy now, right? But you made some promises to us, Phil, and you said you were going to fix your stuff, and you did. You turned it all around, Phil, and I thank you for that. You gave us a really good console without that stupid Kinect, and you gave us the Xbox One S that had the 4K scale, a much smaller form factor. The power supply was built into the chassis. Now you're going to give us the Xbox One X, which is the world's most powerful console. I saw it. I played it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. But, Phil, but, you better make sure that all this fancy tech you put in there and all this liquid cool and all this crazy stuff works. I don't want another chocolate brown ass Xbox 360 red ring of death situation on my hands. And I've read reports, Phil, and I've heard reports, Phil, that the Xbox One X is prone to overheat. Now tell me that ain't true. Tell me you fixed it. Tell me that my original Xbox 360, which you probably gave to somebody else, because you didn't give it back to me after I sent it in for refurbishment, which is still in pristine condition because I take care of my shit, okay? Make sure that you took that Xbox apart before you gave it to somebody else and you figured this whole mess out and you said, hey, that's not going to happen anymore. And you're not going to put on stupid Kinect, and you're not going to say a little bit later, oh, we're going to take some of that processing power from Kinect and we're going to roll it into the Xbox One to make it more powerful. Tell me, Phil, you figured out all your hardware problems, your cooling and your process management and your form factor and your power supply. Tell me, Phil, that it's all been resolved. Tell me that the Xbox One X is not only the most powerful console in the world, but it's the most stable console in the world. One that I don't have to turn off anymore, that I can dock under my TV, enjoy the great 4K content that you all promised me, and there's going to be no problems. Tell me that's what you did. That's what you've been working on. That's why you haven't been giving me some great first-party games, because you doubled, tripled, quadrupled down with the Xbox hardware team to make some rock-solid hardware. If you can tell me that, Phil, I will be very happy. And I will reward you with tons of praise from my little dinky Twitter channel, or my little dinky Twitter feed, and my little dinky YouTube channel. And I'll even write blogs about you. And I'll wear your shirt out. And I will defend you and your company's honor like it's my own child. But do not, Phil, do not play with me and give me substandard hardware or fiddle with the design or tell me that the OS is kind of flaky because you wanted to put Cortana in but you didn't. I don't know. Tell me that you figured out the hardware problem and make sure it works. Because if it doesn't, Phil, if it doesn't, ooh yeah, let me tell you something, macho man. I will come down on your company like the thunder you have never seen. And I will be the most mean, potty-mouthed, nasty person you've ever met on the internet because you've let me down again. Don't do that, Phil. Promise me your stuff's going to be good. Promise me your design's going to be good. And your vision's going to be good. And I will keep this video under 7 minutes. How about that?